I don't think it's picking it up. Yeah, it's doing like a separate stream. Okay. So I don't know if this is recognizing it as... It's so stupid. All right, well, we'll just go with that. Let me delete this thing. Delete that. Yes, delete. All right, so that's what we're doing. Massive Zebra with the $25 or $23 contribution to one of our prize pools, and it's the Mega Dasters prize pool. So thank you, Massive Zebra. Appreciate that. That gets us up to 35, 35, 35 over at Mega Dasters. Appreciate that. But now it is time for something else. All right, we'll accelerate that slides a little, the fades a little bit faster. All right, everybody, welcome. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event October 20. Goodbye money. Oh yeah, I got to quickly monetize it, right? Monetize on save. There you go. Yeah. So welcome everybody. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event October 2025. It is the finals finale, I guess. The semis and the finals. It's the finale when taken together. And this is what we are doing. We are going to do Blue Scooty versus Dog and SV versus Meme, and then winner versus winner to determine a winner of the whole tournament this month. So take a look at the entire tournament. You want to see the whole thing? There it is. You can screen cap it and look at it later. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screen cap. Okay, good. This is what the top 16 looked like. There it is. Okay. There's what the top 8 look like. And we'll leave it on that. That is a good view because it's got a lot of stuff on it. But yeah, Dog is in. Scooty is in. SV is in. And Meme is in. So these should be some great matches. Looking forward to those. Let's take a look at our rules. The rules say that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use controls biological turbo only. These are going to be best of 5, okay? Best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. Level 39 super kill screen. Uncapped score, same piece sets, re-rolled, not incremented. Do not receive any in-game advice. 1 mind per game. That is it. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $2,040.67. Pretty good, guys. 6-7. Ha 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 ha. But anyway, in virtue of reaching our top 8 goal, we are paying our top 8, which is really good. So thanks to everybody who's contributed to the prize pool. We are not done, though. If you want to contribute to that prize pool, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. And the first link is the one that takes you there for the Masters event. Make sure you're clicking on the right one. If you have trouble with that link, delete the question mark and then the stuff that comes after it, okay? There you go. Click on that, blah, blah, blah. Remember, our prize pools are funded 100% by you, the viewers, the fans, the people, right? If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, the VOD should have links in the description, or go to go.ctm.gg/prize for the links. That's how to support the players. To support the channel, you can do that as well, just like the people on this slide are doing. You can make an ongoing pledge of support, keep this channel going. There are other ways to support us as well. Use the support command to find them. And big shouts to Scott Gray, Jane Window, K9, Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal, Shal B, Junior, Troy, Dan, Kim, M, Rogue Potato, Cat, Kit, Java T, Jason, Sunny, and everybody else on this slide. If you're watching live on YouTube, you got super chats, super stickers, super thanks, channel memberships, gift channel memberships, Twitch, you got bits, you got subs, gift subs, you got Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subs. Okay, good. Now, I do have to go ahead and fix up this game screen, and you can watch the jank live, all right? We're going to do this live right in front of your face. Ready? It happens pretty fast. So let's see. On the left side is what? Dog? Seed 2? No, seed... what is he? Seed 1? Seed 1. And then on the right, it's... is it 5? 5. Okay. There we go. And it's not the top 8. Yeah, you can watch the sausage being made, guys. Dog is very blue. Dog, why are you so blue? Dog's in his blue period, just like Picasso. Why is this guy in a cryo chamber? I don't know. Why are you so blue? Bro is very blue. All right, now he's got his normal camera on. Is this AI enhanced? Is this whole thing AI enhanced? What is happening? All right. Here's the guy, though. There it is. Look at that drum set. Oh, my God. This is what you're funding, guys. Use that Matrino command. Settings had crazy blue light. Yeah, I'm not sure why. All right, but all right, it's all right. Whatever you got to do. Got to do. All right, we're going to go ahead and move our player around. We'll go ahead and get them some pieces. Yeah, you guys are funding blue cam, but you're not funding hand cam, apparently. We're going to have to take these players aside and make sure hand cam is incorporated. 2026, we're cracking down. Matrino website says connection timed out. If you use the direct link, it's better. There's this shortened format. This is the one for that one. Yeah, I'm not gonna use those shortened links anymore. I think that's causing problems for people. So try these. These might work for the 2 tournaments. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get these players their pieces. And here they are. It works. All right. Yeah, those are the like shortened ones from Matrino, so I'm not going to use those anymore. Matrino wants you to make an account. You don't have to make an account. You can log in with your existing account. So Twitch, YouTube, Discord, just click on that. Like, it should be there. Oh, the pieces are here. Commodore Friday. All right. By the way, we've gotten some contributions to the channel. Dimmy Bob, thanks for the 3 months. Says be bluer dude. Real bland. Says go Bixel Andrew. Sion Mass says go Sweden. Javan T with the resub. Great Sword. Data Spree. Pseudo Canard. I missed those earlier. Sorry about that, guys, but thank you. Yeah, I don't know, Zook. All I know is that this is the only site that does the thing that they're doing, as far as I know, unless there's an alternative, but it's very, very good for us to handle it that way. The prize pool cannot be administered if we didn't have that site, to be honest. So I get that it's not ideal, but we're doing the best we can. Okay, looks like both players are ready, so why don't we take a look, see if they're on the same seed? They are. All right, it's going to be Dog versus Blue Scooty. This is a best-of-5 semifinal between these two great champions. Let's go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What I don't know what that was. I'm not sure what happened there. Guys, we're gonna restart actually. There's enough people in chat saying they're not sure what that was. We're going to have to restart. Guys, we're going to top out and restart. Sorry. I'm not sure what that was. But people in chat seem to think. So this doesn't count. None of this counts. I'm going to refresh these players as well, actually. So yeah, top out, guys. Please top out. Please top out. Please top out. I'm not sure. We're topping out. We're topping out. Okay. All right, they're both banned. Hana says, bro, die. Top out. I like that. Bro, die. All right. Yeah, we started off with some weird shenanigans, so we're just going to go ahead and we are going to fix the... What's the seed? Oh my God. I can't. There's too much going on in chat. We're going to decrement the seed. 12490D. 12490D, guys. I fooled you, Scooty. I fooled you. 12490D. Sledge says, is it just me or does Scooty look older than he did a couple of years ago? All right, looks like both players are ready. Both players are on the same seed. Let's go ahead and get them started. Dog versus Blue Scooty in a best of 5 semifinals for the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, October 2025. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, we're begun. Blue Scooty, of course. Everybody should get get your 3D glasses on so you can see his board and its full relief. I love that about Blue Scooty's capture here. Anyway, on the left side of your screen, it is Dog playing Tetris. He was seed number 1 in this tournament. He qualified in with a 1.75 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. Dog is your overall score world record holder at 29.4 million games achieved during his and the sport's first ever rebirth game, where he rolled over the level counter and then played an additional 91 levels beyond that. So the current score world record holder, you can also see that he is ranked number 1 in the most, in the Premier poll that was active, the October Premier poll. Heading into this tournament, I believe he's been ranked number 1 in the November one as well, but it's not November, so it doesn't count. But yes, heading into this, he was ranked number 1 in the Premier poll. That is a ranking of Tetris players in competition in both Open and DAS tournaments. And you can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. He was also ranked number 7 on the DAS list. Dog is a 12-time Masters winner. And that includes monthly tournaments, Lone Star tournaments, and our Mega Masters Annual Championship, of which he is the reigning winner. He's also a 2-time CTWC champion. He is the winner of the Stupid Tetris Monthly No Next Box tournament, which makes him the No Next Box World Champion. And we have No Cap November coming up next month. He is the reigning winner of No Cap November. He played in the Das Jonas Cup this year and took a top 4 spot, and he was a top 5 spot last year. There's really a lot. There's too much you can say about both of these players, but I think that's enough. All right. Anyway, Dog on his march to the semifinals defeated Knight in the round of 16 and Tristop in the round of 8. Now here he is in the round of 4, trying to get to those finals. He is our winningest player in our Masters event with 12 wins. He clinched that 12 wins, breaking the tie with Corian for that winningest player. And now he's going for number 13 this month. 437 for him, 399 for Blue Scooty. And on the right side of your screen, it is Blue Scooty. Blue Scooty, the first player ever to get to the crash screen of NES Tetris, making worldwide headlines in the process. And God, that's like almost 2 years ago. So he was the first player ever to do that. He is a 6-time CTM Masters event winner, inclusive of Lone Star. In fact, he's the reigning Lone Star champion until we get another Lone Star. He's been in Mega Masters 3 times with 2 top 4 finishes. He was 3rd last year. He is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. He's got 2 top 4 finishes and a top 8 finish. Blue Scooty is in the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame. Or at least there was an exhibit about him. I don't know. Does that mean he's a Hall of Famer? That would be pretty good. He's also the winner of 2 tournaments run by Pumpy Heart called the one-day tournaments. He won them both. He won the first one that was in July. He won the one that was in October. Both of those against Meme, who, if things break the right way, he could face in the finals. 657 transition for Dog. 606 for Scooty, but is about to head into 20. So Dog with a big transition here. Blue Scooty's most recent win in our Masters event was earlier this year in February. In fact, he had a run of 10 months in which he was in the finals of our top tier events, inclusive of Lone Star. He was in the finals 10 events in a row. And the last time he won was back-to-back January and February of this year. 777 for Scooty, 850 for Dog. We're up to 2045 in the prize pool. Thank you to Damian K. Says, I don't watch for the Tetris. I watch for Vandy. Thank you so much. And Great Sword also with $20. Appreciate that. Skimming a Tetris here for Blue Scooty 848. Now, of course, if you were just watching our DAS tournament, you saw players get to level 29 and top out. While that could happen here, it could also very much not happen here. We do have a kill screen implemented at level 39 where the speed will double after it doubles again on 29. And that is virtually unsurvivable, but you will see these players routinely play into and past level 29 and well beyond. Max out here for Dog. He's got the 1,000,000 points, 980 for Blue Scooty. These are best of fives. Scooty has got the max out. We still call it the max out, of course, when you get the 1,000,000, just out of tradition. But, of course, Dog's got 29 million. Scooty has 18 million. Scooty, by the way, also ranked number 3 in that Premier poll heading into October. And number 8 on the DAS list. So both players highly skilled at DAS and open playstyle competition. B56 here for Dog. He's on level 29. He's set up for a Tetris. He's trying to get one here. He's stacking. He's burning. Gets a Tetris. B98. Scooty's board starting to climb. Long bar over Tetris. Scooty. B19. That's a 1.1 million. Dog has got the 1.2. Scooty is set up, ready and waiting, skimming, again and again, and a Tetris for Scooty, B70. There's one. Dog, C65. Another Tetris for Scooty. They're 3 lines apart right now and, 60,000 points apart. Tetris for Scooty, C50. Tetris for Scooty, C96. He's got the lead. Another Tetris for Scooty, D45. He's just motoring along, scoring Tetris after Tetris. There's one for Dog. So Dog knows, man, I'm not going to wait him out. I have got to start scoring as well. So Dog going for it. There's a Tetris. Blue Scooty, D98. Dog at D43. Long bar over Tetris. Dog, but he's going to make a hole in the board. And we are just about 30-something lines away from level 39. Tetris for Scooty, E89, E01 for Dog. There's one Scooty, F34. Tetris Dog, E49, another one for Scooty. Another one for Scooty, and he will roll over the score counter. That's a 1.5 million, which he's got right now. And it'll look like a 0 instead of a letter. And Scooty here with the rollover, Dog with the F, and Blue Scooty will take game number 1. With the rollover, 1.6 to 1.5. All right, Sewer Husk, what do you think? As a new viewer, what do you think? We want to get your take specifically. 1E, C9, BD. I mean, that's crazy because, Dog had a huge lead at transition, right? Like over 100,000 points, but Scooty's post 29, just brought it home. This is crazy. All right, good. Good job. Hemolizer's here. Of course, everybody Blue Scooty knows is in chat all the time. How do they even have time to think or process what's going on? These are elite tier electronic athletes. 1EC9BD. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 2. Scooty up 1-0. 3-1 Tetris. All right, Scooty here with some early fun on the board. And that's the fake line spin setup, right? That is the decoy line spin setup, so we did not fall for it. Blue Scooty knows. Tetris Jazz with the Prime sub 34 months. Thank you so much. And now, yeah, we are back to the hypnotic flow of level 18. I still think level 18 starts are the way to go. For years, people saying, well, when are we going to get rid of level 18 starts and just let them start on 19? But I don't know. I you know, it's a different phase of the game. I mean, that transition score you head into 19 with can be consequential, and so, you know, these players can also be better or worse at 18 than 19, and so it still does, you know, challenge an array of Tetris skills to have different speeds. You have to adjust your stacking for 18 going into 19 and 19 going into 29. And I think those are important things to test and interesting to watch. So no plan whatever to switch over to 19. And I think all the 19 starters who think all comps should be 19 start, I think they've been proven wrong over the years. Blue Scooty with the Vits, the vertical eye tuck setup, and he's going to fill it in. Hana says 19 starts are available in CTL, but almost no one uses them. Hilbert Space says 18 lets the players show off a lot of creativity that I like to watch as well. And, you know, and sort of hilarious chills and spills. But you've got the time to recover from like a mistake on 18, right? 19, yeah, you can recover. So I like to see them get into and out of trouble. Tetris says, if 19 starts became meta, I would never play or commentate competition ever again. All right. We are instantly going to switch to level 19 starts, guys. I didn't know that, Tetris. Oh yeah, a level is 10 lines except for the level that you start at, and there are weird rules about how many lines your starting level is. But once you transition past that starting level, then it just goes up every 10 lines. And then the scoring increments every 10 lines as well. Basically, every time the color changes, the scoring goes up. Verbis says, would be cool to let players choose the starting level in some specific tournament. So I think we've done that. And I don't remember the circumstances under which we did that. Like, players could independently choose levels. I actually don't hate that. On the one hand, you want players to have to go through the same thing. On the other hand, it's like, you know, like choosing 19 on some level is disadvantageous. You know, it's advantageous in the sense of like higher scoring potential, you know, but on the other hand, players don't generally score, you know, like in specific games they can, but on average, they don't necessarily, and it can be more volatile. So, but I thought we did that. I thought we did. I thought we did have choose your starting level. I think it was in a stupid Tetris monthly mode back in 21, but I don't remember what it was. And yes, Evesy with the great points. Like, literally, if it were something people wanted to do in the tournaments where they have a choice, they would do it much more often, and they don't. So that counts for something. 578 for Dog, 597 for Scooty. Scooty gets a long bar down for a single 585 Dog long bar in Tetris 609. I mean, we have a format called Faster Masters, which we whip out every once in a while. That is a 19 start. But it's like an abbreviated one with no same piece sets. At least this year. So I think in future iterations of the competition cartridge, you'll be able to do transition trainer mode with same piece sets potentially. So we might not do Faster Masters again until that's an option. 726 for Dog, 740 for Blue Scooty. Vance is here in chat. Welcome, Vance. I hope your arms aren't too warm. I know you're relegated to shirts with sleeves only. So I hope you are doing okay. I guess it's the time of year, so it's fine. Tetris for Blue Scooty, 890, 841 for Dog. There's a Tetris Scooty, 953. Your arms are uncomfortably warm. You got to train more to fix that. Yeah. What did we say? If you get to the top 8, is that what it was? Top 8 gets you the thing? Gets you a tank top. Max out for Scooty, level 26. There's a Tetris Scooty. All right, Scooty has to Dog has to set up kind of a cheeky, dirty Tetris setup. Did not want to be there, so he's just going to bring it down. He's just going to come right back down to safety, and that, of course, big part of Dog's game is just managing the risk there. You know, knowing when to stick around, knowing when to aggress. Tetris for Dog, A10. He's got the max on level 28. Scooty is into 29 with like a C something, or it gets it soon after 29. So right now it's like a 200,000 point lead for Scooty. But Scooty also ahead by about 10 lines. At what level does all hell break loose? Yeah, I mean 29 really. There's a Tetris Scooty D38. Tetris for Dog B70. The D 1.3 million. The B 1.1. Tetris for Dog C15. Scooty taking a triple here, trying to get this stack back in order so we can start scoring. Oh, he's going to maybe try to go for one. Column 8. You can avoid taking too many burns. And no, he's going to have to burn it all down and just put that well back over on the right side. He tried. There was an attempt. Oh, that long bar to the left did not get all the way over. So that is going to slow him down a little bit. Maybe allow Dog to start trying to close the gap. But Dog is not really set up for a Tetris. He is now in column 9 if he can get a quick one, but can't. Ooh, Dog going to Get a bar over. And yeah, dog just going to have to chunk this down as well. So bad bar timing for both players. D30 for dog. E90 for Scooty. So Scooty's still hanging on to about a 200,000 point lead. He's still ahead by about 10, 14 lines, something like that. So that will be a factor as we get closer to 39. Tetris for Scooty. F91. Of course, that level 39 super kill screen comes in. That will be a doubling of the speed. Tetris for Scooty. He's got the rollover again. He's 11 lines away from 39. Dog, his board, kind of a mess right now. And it's just a lot of burns to try to get this good. Scooty with the Tetris. He's got the 1.7 million. And he's into 39. The speed is doubled. Oh, and he can't get the bar over for that last Tetris. He's got the 1.75. So 154, that is the target for dog, 155. And he's not really going to have a way to get there. And Blue Scooty is going to go up 2 games to none. All right, new pieces, players, new pieces. Consider contributing to the prize pool for both of our events. By the way, fast rolls feel so easy with leg grip. All right, Scooty has found a grip. Anyway, consider contributing to the prize pools for both of our tournaments here. All right, AA1A76, both players ready. Let's go ahead, get him started. Game number 3, dog is down 2 games to 1 to Blue Scooty. He's gonna need to win one to stay in this if he wants a shot this month at Masters win number 13. Let's go 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Let's get these pieces some new players, indeed. So we will be launching our November tournaments basically after this stream. I got it takes some work, so I got to do the work to do that. But at some point before I go to sleep, they will be launched. And I know it's like November 9th and what the heck, but we'll get it all done. I want to do a Masters event for December. I want to do one more DAS Masters. Although it kind of feels good to close out the year with Mega Dasters, but I do want to do one more DAS Masters and one more. And I don't know if I'll do an STM for December. There's a lot going on in December, you know, people traveling and holidays and stuff. But on the other hand, a lot of people are home from school, so they have like time. But I don't know. Probably doesn't matter. These players have faced off a lot of times in matches throughout the years. Their most recent match that they played in CTM land was in Tap Masters, actually, in the top 8. Dog took that one 3 games to 1. He would eventually go to the finals of that one. People in chat also talking about the Space City Regional. That was the Houston Regional. They met in the finals of that one. Dog took that one. And they faced off in the finals a bunch of times. And speaking of No Cap November, these two were in the finals of No Cap November against each other in 2024. And if you haven't seen that one, then you want to start just getting prepared for No Cap November 2025 and just see what took place. I mean, that was an absolutely bonkers finals. Of course, multiple rollovers in that one. I think it took about 10 years to get through it, but that was quite a match. So Tetris for Scooty, 332, 311 for Dog. Hilbert Space says, I'm enjoying Scooty's iridescent board. Yeah, I do think if you can, there's almost a 3D effect if you put on, like, 3D glasses, like stereoscopic 3D glasses kind of thing. Someone in chat once called him Blue Scotto. I mean, once you see it, you can't unsee it, really. I think CTM noticed after 10 years match that maybe having crash mode is the ethical solution. I mean, we can still have matches with multiple rollovers, and we'll get to see something, that we maybe haven't seen. Maybe we could have double crash game or double, we saw double colors, and it'd be kind of fun to see double crash game. It's almost like a little mini kill screen that the original game put in there for us. So I don't know. I think it'll be fun. Charity Bird says, is there a bonus when the player gets back-to-back Tetrises? I kind of remember something like that, but that was long ago. Yeah, not in this version of Tetris. There are lots of versions of Tetris out there. This one's pretty stripped down. Not a lot of stuff you can do for bonuses beyond just scoring, lines. All you can really do is, get some points when you push a piece down, but that's about it. Other versions of Tetris will have things like back-to-back and chains of events that'll score more, things like that, but not this one. 592 for Blue Scooty, 497 for Dog. D. Bradley says, wouldn't that be interesting, though, to up the aggression? Yeah, I do like that. When I heard that, I'm instantly like, yeah, that should be a thing. Scooty is into 19 at 616. And on his board, that is, that darker orange does not look orange or red. It looks like brown. So the tawny board there for Blue Scooty. Dog is in around 568 or so. What about pushing down to get a few extra points? Yeah, Charity Bird, it's not enough points to really concern oneself with. If you push down like every piece from the beginning to like level 29, it would be about 3,000 points, and it's kind of not enough to, in most games, to make a difference, or even in those games where it would have retroactively made a difference, you can't know that in advance, and it's just not worth doing. $750 for Blue Scooty, $648 for Dog. Let's see, 682 Dog, 765 Scooty. Both players digging a little bit. F1 Champion YouTube says, one question, how are the 32 players brackets in Masters? The 32 face the first? No, we do what's called a flat bracket, and the top 16 players get a 1 or 2 round bye, and then the lower half like kind of fight it out. And so the number 1 seed doesn't see action until the round of 16. They get a 2 round bye. So you can see the bracket in the bracket command, and then you can sort of examine the bracket and see how that went. 904 for Blue Scooty, 815 for Dog. And we use that just for to give kind of more even matches in the first couple of rounds, and also to incentivize players getting high qualifiers, because then you can like earn your way out of rounds 1 and rounds 2 potentially with a high enough qualifier. So yes, line spin indeed. Tetris time. And Matt watching Tetris, they loving the eye spin or the line spin. 984 for Blue Scooty, 885 for Dog. So yeah, anyway, for Stupid Tetris Monthly, I think going forward we're going to do 16 player brackets. It's just hard to do a 32, but I think we can fit in a 16 one. And then we'll have Stupid Challengers again. B06 for Blue Scooty, A01 for Dog. Scooty ahead by 14 lines right now, so he's into that 29 phase. A73 for Dog, entering 29. Tetris here for Dog, B22. Tetris Scooty, B97. It's not a phase, Dad. It's just a phase. All right, Scooty trying to fill out that left while he waits the bar. Oh, no. And this is going to be a top out for Blue Scooty at C77. So there's a target here for Dog of C78, 1.278. He's got forever and a day to get this. Tetris is on 32, are worth, 38,400 and climbing. So he's got, 100, less than 100. So he's basically 2 Tetrises away from chasing this down. Of course, this is a must-win game for Dog. Long bar gets over. Tetris for him, C56, 1 away. And single and double this out. He does not have to be aggressive. And yeah, he can just single this away now. And there's a triple, and that is going to do it for Dog. So Dog going to take game number 3 and hang on in this match. Not best of 7, not in Masters Monthly, no. All right, the pieces are here, players. You can take a moment if you need it. That's fine. I'm running ads now like crazy, okay? You got to fund this channel. Subscribers going down. It's that the economy, people don't want to subscribe. I get it. It's fine, but so we got to run ads like crazy. B672. Excuse me. All right, looks like both players are ready, Dog and Scooty. Game number 4. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. How many names does the long piece have? Tetris Time says long bar, beam, stick, eyepiece, long piece. I've heard eye bar as well. I think the beam is what it says in the instruction manual. So, like, there are people that do call it the beam because they... Like, well, it's the instruction manual. That's the official name. And so, 1989 is binding for them. But no one calls it the beam. I mean, there's like 1 or 2 people. The beam is what Eyeball calls it. I think it's a Canadian thing because also, what's that speedrunner guy? The Dragon Warrior speedrunner guy. Oh my god, its name is escaping me at the moment. NES cardinality, right? Yeah, that's right. Thank you. He calls it the beam. Scooty with the Tetris. 121, 143 for Dog. Tetris Jazz says, trying to watch this plus 4 matches of the Dr. Mario Championship top 8 at once. You got a lot of stuff going on at the moment. Can we rename a piece to Johnson for no reason? I mean, Winter. I mean, what piece do you... Well, all right. It's family here, okay? Has anyone ever played a match in a car? Vandy, what's your favorite name for a piece? What are my favorite name? Let me think of what some of my favorites are. Do I even have favorites? Smash Boy? I don't like the Smash Boy. Smash Boy. That is not my speed. Vandy, what's your favorite color? Tend to be a teal guy. I like teal, blue, green, aqua, that whole family. I like brown. I like blues, various blues. Robin's egg blue. Tawny. Yeah, I love tawny. Yeah, I don't know. Box. Chris Tank says box. I don't know if I really have favorite names for them. You know, there was that whole meme that went around when someone doctored up the NES Tetris instruction book and said, "Oh my God, can you believe these have names?" And they're like the Rhode Island I or something, or the Rhode Island J or something. Wasn't there one called the Rhode Island L or something? I thought that was pretty funny. But other than that, I found all that kind of cringe. Personally, for me, you might not find it cringe. You might find it wonderful. The Cleveland Z and the Rhode Island Z. Yeah, whatever that was. I like the Rhode Island Z and the Cleveland Z. Cute Pup Jesus Prime sub 15 months. Thank you very much. Oh, you like when people call it the Z piece? Yeah, I don't remember if I did that when I was in Canada calling the Canadian regional. $391 for Blue Scooty, $488 for Dog. What about the Eve Z? The Z. You like the Z. $535 for Dog, $437 for Blue Scooty. So about a 98,000 point lead for Dog right now. That's exactly what he needs to do. This is a do or die game for Dog in this tournament. I'm still impressed by people who can tell the difference between S and Z in real time. Well, on 18, it's just, you know, I think of blue S, like blues, right? The word blues. And then I don't know why. I don't know how I remember like red Z, but I do have to like mentally trace out a Z and an S a lot of times. Like I was like, all right, a Z goes this way, right? And in the real old days when I was first doing this, you know, I had to like spell it out. Like I had to trace my finger in the air. Jonas had that too. Like back in the day, he used to call it the red L and the other L or something like that, or the blue L and the other L or whatever it was. 697 for Dog, so a 600K transition for Dog. Very high pace heading into 19. Gonna chop this down a bit. Scooty with a high 500s transition as well. But it's Dog right now in the driving seat. There's a Tetris Dog 762, level 21, 605 for Scooty. The blue-red mnemonics breakdown once transition hits. You just got to do it by the color and shape. Right. Dog going to miss with that. What is that, a Z or an S? With that Z piece? So he's going to have to chop this down. Oh, my word. All right, he's chopping. All right, Scooty, triple, Tetris, 698. Dog's still up over 100,000 points, but he is ahead by like 8, 9 lines, something like that. Dog is clean, and Dog is Tetrising 836 to 755. Now, again, six line lead here for Dog. Tetris Scooty 814. How do you memorize the points of a Tetris at different levels? Well, a lot of times I cheat because I have like a little cheat sheet in my info. But of course I remember certain ones, like level 24 is actually level 25. And so 25 times 12 is 30,000, right? So I always remember 24. And then I just mentally add like 1,200 or 2,400 or 3,600, depending on how far away they are from 24. And then of course you know what 29 is. It's 36,000, and you can subtract from that. So just kind of doing that. So Blue Scooty has swung into the lead, and yeah, Dog's double flip of that Z piece consequential for him because now it has led to Scooty in the lead. Tetris for Dog. He's got the max. Scooty's already got it on 27. So 5 lines apart. Scooty up 35,000 points. Tetris for Dog. Does the multiplier roll over in a rebirth? No, it does not. The scoring resets after your rebirth. So you get, the baseline level of points at level 0. BO2 for Dog, A90 for Scooty, but Dog is into level 30 and Scooty just into 29. So it's all going to come down to the next couple minutes here on 29. It's not all going to come down. I mean, this game will. Tetris for Blue Scooty, B43, B93 for Dog. So Dog in the scored lead real time. Scooty, though, if you make up those lines with Tetris's, Scooty would have a pace lead. Tetris Scooty, C04, C52 for Dog. And Dog 12 lines ahead. All right, so... Oh, no. Oh, Dog going to get a Tetris, so he's still around here. And Scooty was in a little bit of a slowdown. He kind of made a grimace there. Didn't like where he was, but he did recover. Another Tetris for Scooty, C95. And Dog's left side is going to be a real problem. Got to bring this down. He knows exactly what to do. He just got to do it, and he can't get the bar to left. That's going to be a hang, and it is over. Blue Scooty has taken this one 3-1. So Dog going to get into the semifinals. Not going to make it out. His quest for 13 will have to wait another month. Blue Scooty is moving to the final. So GG's Dog. GG's Scooty. We'll watch him mulling it out here. He's already had a couple of rollovers in this one. He's going to go for another, and he's got it. He's got 18 lines to work with. 40-something plus 1,000-point Tetrises here. He could tack on another, 150,000 points, something like that. So let's go ahead and report the results of this one and then set up our next match where I watch Scooty close it out. Going for that 1.7. All right, 3-1. Scooty is in to the finals. So Scooty, stick around. You'll be playing the winner of the next thing. And yeah, we'll show you what that looks like. Show you where we're at. There it is. That's what it looks like, and that's where we're at. SV versus Meme. That's going to be the next one. 3 versus 10. So let me go ahead and run ad real quick. We'll get that set up, and then we'll get going. All right, so goodbye, number 1 seed. You are out by number 5. We'll see you in a bit. And then 3 and 10. And we'll go ahead and refresh these individuals. And then they can be individuals playing Tetris. All right, well, either one is streaming, so that's good. Great. All right, we're just going to flip a coin, guys. We're just going to flip a coin. Yes, you should buy an EverDrive. Anyway, we've made it to 2,000. We're paying the top 8. We're at 20, 55, 69. Somebody should contribute $14, and then, my God, we will have a rollicking good time. Or even $12, right? 26, 7, 6, 9. Oh my God. Kip Duran with the 10 euro super chat says meme is the dream team. Good job, Kip. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. All right. Players are here. They're flopping around. They're feeling good. We'll move them around. We'll get them in place. I don't know. We've seen a lot of meme SV matches in life. I don't know. All right, we got plenty of cam here from SV to work with. So that is good news. But anyway, thanks, Kip. Appreciate that. Meme's so good, she don't even have to look at her pieces. I mean, that is amazing. And then let's look at this one. We'll bring up SV. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and put the pieces in the chat. You can continue to warm up for a minute if you want. That's okay. All right, let's see what happened. I think we've got somebody said something over on YouTube. Okay, Dog is too old for this game. He is my favorite player, but he needs to upgrade his game if he wants to stay competitive. His playstyle is too defensive. Congrats to Scooty. Dog, you're too old for this game. Like he literally just won last month. Guys. Literally he won last month. He's almost 18. He's washed. He's washed. He's like what, 6'17"? Yeah, Rhubarb, exactly. Yeah, Pixelander, aren't you like 20 and you won the month before? You're too old. You're too old. Players, make sure your level 39 super kill screen is turned on. I'm sure it is. Alrighty, Root players. It looks like we got two ready players, C4, A3, A4. And yeah, it's a semifinal between Meme and SV. The winner goes to the finals to face Blue Scooty in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is Meme. Hell yeah. But yeah, Meme qualified into this tournament with a 1.679. That was the average of her best 2 games played in a 1 hour qualifying period. Coming out of that red bracket, Meme took on Oscar in the round of 16 and Eyeball, or Nemesis, in the round of 8 to get here to this semi-final. Meme from the United States of America has a PB of 13.2 million. That's a pretty recent PB. Was ranked number 5 in the Premier poll heading into this tournament. Those are the October rankings for competitive Tetris players. You can find rankings for open and DAS play styles over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Meme has had quite a, 18 months, something like that, of Tetris, where she has ascended as one of the very top players. Has yet to win a CTM Masters event, though, so looking to add that to her resume. You have seen Meme most recently taking second in the one-day tournament. That is a tournament that takes place over at Nestris.org, all in one day. Was the runner-up to Blue Scooty in that one, so maybe she's got revenge on her mind. She also played at the Jonas Cup, top 16 there. Played in the bonus events there as well, Relay and Mind Meld, paired up with Huff. Won the Minnesota Regional in August. That was one where she was one of the organizers, but that's kind of like par for the course in NES Tetris, is you set up regional tournaments so that you can win them. So that's what Meme did. I kid, of course. But anyway, yeah, she took on she won the Minnesota Regional recently. Was the runner-up in this year's CTWC World Championship. It was her best run ever in the CTWC, where she is a 3-time gold bracket player, and by far that was her best run. She was the 3rd place player in the Jonas Cup last year as well. That's a DAS tournament. She's a former Challengers Circuit winner. She's also got regional wins in Kansas City DAS, Midwest Milwaukee, Genesis X2. That's this year's, Detroit this year as well. And who could forget her thrilling runner-up run in Classic Tetris Brawl in December 2020. I'll never forget. Her best run in a Masters event, well, she had a run of semifinals appearances in the Masters event from October through March. October last year into March of this year, 5 semifinals appearances in a row. Looking to get into the finals for the first time. 447 for Meme, 370 for SV. And on the right side of your screen, SV, seed number 10 from the UK. He's a former Classic Tetris UK champion from 2024. He won a Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event back in January of 2023. Took out Sidnev 3-0 in that one. So nearly 3 years ago. He's also the runner-up in CT UK this year and in the Austria Regional in back-to-back years 24 and 25. He is a 3-time CTWC gold bracket player that's finished as high as the top 8, which he did this year. Went out to the champion, the eventual champion, Alex T. He's also played in Mega Masters 4 times, one of the few players who played in all 4 iterations of that event. 2 finishes in the top 8. And he went out to the winner of the tournament both times, Alex T in 23 and Dog in 25. 500,000 for SV, 592 for Meme. SV, the first one into 19 at 528. Meme is in at 639, so big pacing from Meme right now. Someone said, what happened to the genuine Van Dweller compliment redemption? Yeah, Cole did it, and then I could never do it again. I'm totally exhausted for all genuine compliments the rest of my life. Cole was the only person ever to get a genuine Van Dweller compliment. That is not true. We had a lot of redemptions on that in the past. But yeah, having a genuinely compliment Cole really took it out of me. I heard that Chen was saving up for one. Yeah. That's right. I'll bring it back eventually, but I just Hana got one. Well, Hana deserves many. 783 for Meme, 770 for SV. We'll bring it back in 2026. I need a break from being nice to people, okay? You know, my whole existence in CTM is trying to be as nice as I possibly can to as many as I can, and it gets very tiring, you know? 831 for SV, 822 for Meme, and yeah. SV now in the lead. Now, of course, you got to look. He's 8 lines ahead. You replace those 8 lines with 2 Tetrises. 30,000 apiece, and it's a lot closer than it looks. There's a Tetris for Meme, 888, 925 for SV. A double-digit seed in the semifinals. Tetris Time rooting for that. Of course, Tetris Time was SV's opponent in the top 8. I always feel like whoever beat me in a tournament, I'm rooting for that person because I want, well, I don't know. I just feel like, all right, well, if I lost to the person who was going to win anyway, then that's okay. SV setting up the vertical eye tuck there and gets the bar to fill it in. SV has got the max out while waiting here for bars. All right, opens up that right side again. Meme has got the max as well. So Meme in the lead again. It's been kind of a costly sequence here for SV. Gets a long bar down for a Tetris A52. Meme A68. SV into 29. There's a Tetris for Meme B04. She's going to skim her way into 29 at B08. So Meme with the better 29 transition and the better 19 transition. SV here, a bit of a pickle. Swiss cheesy holes all over the place in multiple rows and columns. So this is going to be tough to dig out if he even can, and he can't. That's going to be a top out for SV at BO8. So, Meme, you are good in game number 1. All right, so Sewer Husk is one of the few people who've been like raided over here and then stuck around. So there you go, guys. Raids work. The one time a raid worked. Wow. Amazing. All right, we'll go ahead and drop some more pieces, players. The raid, if I remember correctly, was from My Name is Mr. Kimball. Is that who it was from? I think so. 377FE9. Does it show who came from a raid and stuck around? No, but I just don't remember. I don't remember. Anybody else actually? If you're in chat right now and your first exposure to Classic Tetris Monthly was a raid and you are still here, tell me in chat. I don't think that there's like anybody else. There's a comment earlier in chat from Sunny, and Sunny said, my brother sent my mom a link to a Game Scout video, and then my mom texted me and asked me, did you ever get level 29? I love that comment. I was like from a while ago, and I wanted to say it out loud, but we were like right in the middle of like a kill screen, and I'm like, oh, I wanted to remember that. All right, so yeah, pieces are here. 377FE9, 377FE9. Both players are ready. Game number 2. Meme is up 1-0. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, it's in the mod notes? Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Is that true? How do I even look at? I don't even know how to look at that. Mod actions, mod comments. I don't even know how to see that. Guys, I'm the worst at Twitch. I am literally the worst at Twitch. Mod comments? No. Mod actions? Mod messages? I don't know. Mari's a lot. It's like channel channel activities. Well, that's very deep here. I don't know where to find that. Channel activities. I'm gonna accidentally time out Sewer Husk. Be like, nope, never coming back. I better not mess around too much. Yeah, you go find that, Mari. But you're sitting. You can't look at it. You're sitting on your couch right now in the living room. All right, SV Tetris. 91,116 for Meme. Brit QK says, I saw Game Scout Scooty vid. I started playing Game Boy at the time of the Alex T and Summoning Salt vids and switched to NES a bit after Dog got Rebirth. All right, Brit QK, welcome. Yeah, Mari, I don't know. This could be like a Mandela effect thing too. Like, no, it was totally there because I'm kind of vaguely remembering that as well. Like, I feel like I remember something like that. How did you get into NES Tetris? There's a poll running right now. CTWC on YouTube, Boom Tetris for Jeff, through Game Scout, through Twitch, other. Let's see. I got it as a Christmas present in 1989, or maybe a birthday present in 1990, something like that. What I realized is that Meme is like facing away from her pieces, and I was like, oh, I can just let her face away from her pieces, but I don't actually have to do that because she's reversed. So I could actually just reverse her and make her face her pieces. And now it's the right way. Like she's reversed on her own stream. So I just like kind of went with her stream, but there you go. Now players can see their pieces. So Meme should be like scoring at least 200,000 points higher. But yeah, I got it for Christmas or my birthday or something. But as far as the NES Tetris scene, how did I get into the NES Tetris scene? On Twitch? I invented it. No, just kidding. Let's see. I saw CTWC on YouTube. That's what it was. I was looking for Zelda speedrun videos, and then it showed me CTWC stuff. All right, 372 for me and 431 for SV. Like literally 0% of people said through Twitch. So, yeah, you're the only one. Sewer Husk. You're literally the only person. 499 for SV, 400 for Meme. I missed a donation. All right, let me go look and see these contributions here. We had a contribution from Hilbert Space in the amount of $20. So thank you, Hilbert Space. We also had a contribution from Arbaro, and Arbaro says, join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. And non-pros is not like like the delicious Indian bread, but like non-pros, like I used to say it when I lived in New England. The non-pros. So thank you, Hilbert Space and Arbaro. Appreciate that. Meme is into 19 at 519, 596 for SV. The non-pros. Yeah, there should be like a group for Indian players called Tetris for the non-pros. And you have to both play Tetris and eat bread. $578 for Meme, $675 for SV. Me and Anpu are the only non-pros in the scene. Maybe. There could be others. There's Tetris SV 762. Got a big lead here, about 150,000. I know if somebody can make some keto naan. Oh my god, I'm now that you've mentioned like Indian food, I'm like jonesing hard right now. Maybe this week. $692 for Meme, $850 for SV. I am. I am. There you go. You want the Van Dweller weight update? Down 30 pounds since October 3rd, so that's good. I just got about 7,000 more pounds to go, so that's excellent. 944 SV continuing to pile on. That's like a pound per day. Yeah, we're crushing it. I think I gained six of it back though. Tomorrow is a feasting day. I must probably gained like 6 pounds back because we went to you know what? Oh God, what? Why do I forget his screen? You guys know Tucker, right? Oh my God, I'm totally blanking on his name, but he gave me a gift card to Bird Biscuit, and we finally used the rest of it today. Yeah, what is Tucker's Twitch name? I forget. Oh my God. Anyway, we finally used it, the rest of it, yesterday. We also got Chinese, so yesterday was a little bit of a feasting day. So A14 for SV max out. Long bar down Tetris SV A49. Yesterday was feasting. Today is fasting. All right, we're into 29 now. A65 SV 960 for meme. Buzz and Bangs. Yeah, Buzz and Bangs. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen him around in a while. But yeah, he gave me a gift card for Bird Biscuits way back in the day. Finally finished it out. It's delicious. All right, max out here for me finally on 31 SV with the 1.2 on 32. Armbar gets down for a triple for SV. Yeah, I don't know where Buzz and Bangs has been, but I like his enthusiasm. I miss him. All right, SV here, B72. Gonna miss that tuck of the T. Blocks the well just in time. Now trying to work this down. Memes board climbing a bit. The dirty Tetris for meme A84. She's bringing this down. But remember, level 39 is really the cap here. So, 30 lines to go to make up like 160, 200,000 now points. And really, this dig, there's no end in sight. Of course, I say that, and there's an end in sight for the dig. But, of course, immediately she digs out of it. There's a Tetris for me, B66, but does she have enough runway to catch up to SV? There's a Tetris for meme, 200,000 points. I mean, that's going to be, like 4 Tetrises at this point, and really just not going to be able to do it. So SV going to bounce back and take game number 2. GG's. So we are going to run an ad, drop some pieces here. Players, if you need a moment, take a moment. Feel free. It's fine. We're going to make players watch ads too. What do you think of that? So yeah, 1.4 for SV. I mean, it's amazing. People in chat were mentioning that the seed, that the pieces were just not great. Sonny says, Sam, 10% phone battery Vaughn. Yeah, really. The pieces are here, B4AA98. Pixel Andy describing what he saw. We like that. Thank you, Andy. Before AA 9 before AA 98. It's very profound. Tolstoy says, exactly when Vandy read it out loud, my phone showed the 10% warning. Holy moly. I'm in your phone. All right, both players ready. Game number 3. So what was once a best of 5, now best of 3 between Meme and SV. Fighting their way into the finals. Let's go 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Pixel Andy says, crucial game 3. Thank you, Andy. It is indeed a crucial game 3. All right, engage. I need more engagement bait, guys. How much battery life do you have left on your device? Andrew Meep says 100% because it's like a TV because you're charging. Why are you charging at 100%? 12%? Zook, my God, get control of your life, buddy. 41% laptop, 38%, 31% says girl without a fairy. Sewer Husk says 0% if I unplug this laptop dies. %12 is fine. That's a whole day for you. What you got? Super phone there. 12%. What, you got like a flip phone? Are you watching this on a flip phone? Oh, it's a Pixel 6a. You don't put anything on it. Are you running Graphene OS? All right, don't tell us what OS you're running. But just blink once if yes. A lot of people, you are. See, I knew it. You're a security-minded person. So am I. How did I know you were running Graphene, right? How secure can you really be if I can just guess what OS you're running? That's why people buy Pixels. 177 for SV, 156 for Meme. Yeah, I guess I just like my iPhone. And I've got, it hooks in with other things that I'm using, so I'm just happy to use it. But, listen, the choices are out there. You make your choices, trade-offs. It's fine. Like, if you're not going to do that, then, just do it knowingly, right? You don't have a lock screen? Whoa. 226 for Meme, 229 for SV. Game number 3, critical game. Blue Scooty is waiting in the finals. Just drumming his fingers on his lap, waiting. SV with that Vitz now sets up T-Spin. You don't keep anything on your phone, there's nothing to steal. Oh, the Corian thing for SV, of course, putting that L and J into the 2x2 gap at the top. With a Corian thing adjustment. You love to see it. 369 for SV, 343 for Meme. Congratulations, you've stolen my Shazam history. Well, based on your Shazam history, I can glean a lot about you. Tetris SV 488 439 meme. Tetris SV 557, 6 lines to go till that 19 speed increase. SV looking for that 600K transition. A lot of 5s on the board there for meme. And SV not going to get that 600K transition, but gets a long bar right after it gets a Tetris 609. 579 for meme. Sewer Husk says, it feels like 18 is the neutral speed. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's a very fast speed, and I really defy anyone unfamiliar with NES Tetris from doing anything meaningful on 18 the first few times they play. I mean, so it is not, definitely not a neutral speed. These players make it look that way. If you want to see somebody like an actual human, normal human play it, or subhuman, like, maybe I'll play a little for you after, but it's, it is a fast speed. $771 for, it's the second highest speed that you can start on in the native level select screen on the in the OG game. 746 for me, 775 for SV. Squirrel and Flannel says, yeah, 18 is too fast for me. I'm also much older than these players. Well, I'm probably older than you too, but $820 for SV. Tetris for meme, $865. Lighthouse Tetris says, I introduced rolling to my friends, and they told me to go back to the asylum. LOL. It is weird. There is definitely a faction of people who think rolling is like, well, why? If you have to do that, why don't you just, you know, alter the game's DAS? Just do any DAS. Just change the DAS setting. That's fine. That's okay. You can do that. I think it's great to see what you can do without altering the game at all, really. Like, you know, like doing all kinds of weird things to succeed is fun. Max outs for both players. They're on 27. Tetris for meme, A65. SV not clean. Looking to get so in the next 13 lines for 29 hits, because this is be tough to manage this stack at this height on that level. All right, he's just trying to bring it down. He's got 2 burns to go, then 29 hits. Long bar in Tetris for SV just in time. A72 entry. Meme's already got the 1.1 and is in at B45. There's a Tetris for SV B35, B98 now, C00 for meme. She's going to get a Tetris C37 I mean, real time back by about 5 lines ahead by over 120,000 points. It's a good place to be. That's right, Mr. Rowe. Biological turbo only in CTM. If you want non-biological turbo, you gotta go to that AnyDAS tournament. Is Hydran still doing those AnyDASs? When's the last time those happened? I do like the idea of those, and he's very creative coming up with different modes. D84. Oh, no, that's a top out for SV. A B78, and Meme is good. It goes up 2-1. It's been a while. There's been an AnyDAS versus roll. Oh, there is an AnyDAS versus roll tournament happening on the 22nd. Well, I find that intriguing. I do like that. So you basically you can select whatever DAS settings you want. Meme has got the rollover, and she's got plenty of room for more. Got 17 lines here to work with, and now she's clean again. There's a Tetris. We'll see if she can get the 1.7. Man, she is set up for it. Long bar over 1.7 into 39. So, yeah, Meme kind of dunking on SV a little bit here. You know, roll over 39. Doing it all. The new pieces are here. 526B 48. Yeah, who's doing the AnyDAS versus roll? I really like that idea. Bagel, the first time chatter, says, what? Welcome, Bagel. That's a goated first time chat. The new pieces are here. They are 526B 48. Hazelnut Milk is organizing it. Meme's shirt, so cool. What is the shirt? I don't fully understand what the shirt is, but I mean, it looks like a good shirt. All right, both players are ready. They are on seed, so let's start them. Game number 4. SV needs to win to force a deciding game 5. Meme can wrap it up right here. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's an Animal Crossing shirt. Oh, got it. All I know about Animal Crossing is that it is a game. That is literally all I know. I'm assuming there are animals and they cross or try to. That's about it. Tetris SV, 68,000, 69,000 for SV. Speaking of 69,000, there's 2075 69 in the prize pool. And we have reached our goal to pay the top 8, but if you want to pile on, you can use that Matcherino command while you are watching live. Vince, Classic Vamche in chat, says SV has a better shirt. Of course, Vince commenting on the CTWC shirt, which I'm sure he was the designer of, since he is the head person over at the Classic Tetris World Championship. What's up, Black Ops? Welcome. All right, Vince. Barring unforeseen circumstances, Vince, my intention is to go to CTWC next year and to Jonas Cup. So hopefully I will see you at both of those events. Could be my last time going to any Tetris event. Could be. Not sure. Cole says canceling your plans. All right. Yeah, that's right. Chen frantically booking. Yeah, for real. 244 for meme, 221 for SV. You'll buy me a retirement cake? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. So, yeah, Chen set up for a bit of an overhang here, but then kind of decided at the last moment not to use that S for that, but eventually got it down. You got the spin, got the Tetris, all as well. Don't buy me a retirement cake. Buy me a retirement, what do I want? Chicken sandwich, of course. I want like a giant one, though. Like a huge, like food challenge worthy chicken sandwich that feeds 8. $360 for meme, $338 for SV. Chicken flavored cake. I do, on social media every once in a while, you'll see like, some in the like keto or carnivore space or paleo space before that, only weird diet trends or whatever. People who, I don't eat sugar, right? So then like someone will make them like a giant cake made out of meat covered in like mashed potatoes or something. I like that. But yeah, I want a giant chicken sandwich, right? Like a good food challenge worthy chicken sandwich. A retirement yacht will do. Does mashed potatoes take you out of ketosis? Yeah, of course it does, but it's your birthday. $443 for both players, 4 lines apart. SV getting up a little bit high and a little dependent here. Nice double to uncover. And still digging. It's not a super high and frantic dig, but the problem is at any moment it could turn that way. And yeah, that moment might be here because the speed has just increased by 50%. So now SV really got to dig deep here, quite literally. 466 for him. 606 for meme. And there's a dirty Tetris for SV, so he's out of that dig. And now just wants to bring this stack down. Now he's behind by 150,000 points and ahead by like 7 to 10 lines. So he's definitely got some pace to make up, but he's got time. Level 39 is what's relevant. There we go, Tetrising on the way down. Dirty Tetris column 1, like 4 or 5 rows up. Tetris for SV 583. Meme 727. There's a Tetris SV 613. Tetris for meme 853. There's another Tetris SV setting up for another one. 30 lines away from 29, where that speed is going to double. SV Tetris 824 929 meme. There's another one SV. SV is into 29 at 929 with a clean board. Gets another Tetris 966. Meme with the max and more. One more available before 29. Tetris for SV, A05. He's got the max out on 30. Another Tetris SV's stacking clean. Another Tetris SV, A82. Meme is here, B46, about to head into level 30. Another one, SV, B21. There's a skimming a Tetris there for meme, C24. SV trying to get set up again. Meme gets another one, C63. All right, SV cleanup mode. Stacking back up again. And there's another one for SV, C97. He's back by like 20,000 points, but he's ahead by 14 lines. And this is going to become more and more relevant as we approach 39, because when SV gets there, meme will still have some runway. He's got to keep going here. D86 for SV, D67 for meme. SV skimming, bringing this board down, waiting. A little bit of a drought here. Long bar over Tetris SV, E49. He's still got the lead in real time. But again, that line difference, we can't really slow down too much. And he's got 16 lines to go till 39. F43, E86 for meme. Oh no, SV's board. No, he's going to top out at F43. So the target for meme is F44. If she gets there, she will have clinched her first ever finals appearance in Classic Tetris Monthly. She's one Tetris away, but she's not going to get it by way of the Tetris. She's going to have to grind this out over the next 12 lines. And 10 lines to go. Needs to make up 15,000 points. She's actually setting up for a Tetris and gets it. An meme, sorry, is going to get a Tetris into 39 to get game number 4 and get into the Masters event finals for the first time ever. SV, of course, disappointed with how that went results-wise, but he really played insane. Really not much else he could do there. He really played exceptionally well. So GG's to you, SV. You did great. Meme is now in the finals in her best performance in a Masters event so far. So, Meme, you are in the finals against Blue Scooty. So, GG's to you. 3-1 is how it's going to go into the books. We'll go ahead and report that 3-1. We'll set up our next match. We'll run some ads so we can pay for this whole thing. You know, you gotta pay for this, you know. There we go, running ads, disrupting your viewing experience for my benefit and for your benefit. So there it is. Holy moly, we are in. So let's take a look at our thingamabob. There it is. We'll refresh it and we will see who is in. Yeah, 3 and 5. And in fact, Meme, you get to stay on the left side. Imagine that, Meme. You get to stay on the left side of the screen during a finals as the higher seed. Yeah, SV, you did great. Obviously not the way you wanted to go out because nobody ever wants to go out. But, I mean, you played amazing. So GG's to you. All right. Well, let's go ahead and set up our next match, and it's our finals. So, Meme, you get to stay right there. Oops, turn that off, and then we'll get Scooty over there. Goodbye, number 10. Hello, number 5. You need some more. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. We're still setting up. Your body is not ready for so much excitement? Well, neither is mine. And I've probably had 43 heart attacks since doing Classic Tetris Monthly all the way back in October 2018. Oh, yeah, it's October, right? So this is what, 7 years? Let's see, 18 to 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So yeah, this concludes does this conclude my 7th year? Yeah, see, 28, no, 27 to 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Wait, what? Wait, how many years have I been doing this? Let me count. Hold on. So I started in 2018, right? But my first full year was done in 2019, right? So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So yeah, this month, it concludes 7 years of running Classic Tetris Monthly. 7 complete years. 6, 7. Yeah, it's 6, 7, somewhere in there. That's a long time. That's great dedication. Yeah, I don't know if it's dedication or if it's just masochism or what it is, but you ever going to retire, who will take over? Well, maybe nobody will take over. Maybe we'll just let all the various concerns out there fight it out. I don't know. At some point I have to, like, at the very least though, I think what's going to have to happen is we might have to scale back on some stuff, but I mean, I have to. It's basically, I've been doing this full time essentially for 2 years, and it's kind of I might need to do something else. You know, I would like to, you know, own a home, buy health insurance, and, you know, this is fun, but we might have to scale back a little bit. You love my vintage poker vids on YouTube. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe you were watching that. You don't want CTM to end? Yeah, me either. But I don't know. We might have to scale back, go back to 16-player tournaments, and maybe do it once a month, or just schedule in. I don't know. I'm not sure. Figure it out. When is the next Masters event? Soon. I mean, we're doing No Cap November, so. Not gonna lie, home ownership and health insurance is pretty 6-7, says Pumpy. Yeah, for real. Anyway, if you want to contribute, if you want to forestall the eventual closure of Classic Tetris Monthly, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support, just like the people on this screen. have done. There are other ways to support us as well. And you can find those over there. If you don't like Patreon, you can make a recurring contribution via PayPal as well. So that's the thing. And if you don't like PayPal or Patreon, I don't know. You have very high standards. So home ownership, I hardly know worship. That's pretty good. All right, players, you can warm up for another minute or so. We're going to drop some pieces in the chat in a moment. You can mail Vandy cash. Do not put cash in the mail. Do not do that. Although, really, it's like people used to do that. Like, we will accept a check or well-concealed cash. Like, people used to sell things that way. You can send a money order. Mail me your credit card. I'll take an imprint of your credit card. What is Mega Masters? That is like our annual championship. So we run monthly events, more or less every month. You know, occasional breaks, but Mega Masters, we increase the size of the player pool. We call it our annual championship, and we get big prize pools for it. So that's kind of our annual championship. It's like our CTWC. But it's online because we're an online tournament. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and put pieces in the chat, so here they come. I'm saying this is going to be the first non-Artiago winner in a while. Is that true? Let's look. Yeah, Dog, Andy, Dog. Yeah, Dog, Andy, Dog, Alex, Scooty, Dog. So you've just had 4 different winners so far this year. Scooty won. Wait, why isn't February on here? Did we not do February? Scooty, yeah, Scooty. There you go. It's not showing up on the... This site is kind of experiencing some issues. Like, it's not listed on the tournaments page on our main Liquipedia page. Yeah, Scooty, Alex T, Dog, Andy, Dog. Someone's saying, so Mega Masters is CTWC but online. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. Until CTWC decides to do a monthly tournament and put me out of business. But they've been kind for these several years and have not done that yet. Oh, I see. Got it. Yeah, Faster Masters was February. I think it's fine to put it in a non-standard category. It's a Masters conferring thing. So what it's not up to me how a wiki or or history judges these tournaments. But to me, I think the list should be anything that confers a Masters title versus things that don't confer a Masters title. But that's up to, I mean, that doesn't bother me. Do whatever you want to do. But and Faster Masters does confer a Masters titles. All right, well, we are here. It is the finals. It's a best of 5. It's Meme. It's Blue Scooty, D2D, F46. What the heck? Let's go ahead and get them started. The winner of this will be a Masters event winner. So let's go ahead and count them down and see what happens. Meme versus Darth Scooty, apparently. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. He's got the Masters title, Pumpy. He does. I mean, you know, like if Faster Masters is a non-standard format, then so is No Cap November a non-standard format. So maybe that shouldn't be listed. I don't know. Anyway, on the left side of your screen, it is Meme, who is making appearance number 1 in the finals of the CTM Masters event. And I would tell you how many times she's been in the Masters event, but unfortunately over on Liquipedia, the place where I go and see that and count that says Lua error, not enough memory. So I cannot tell you. But it's been a long time. She's got a bunch of appearances in the semifinals, like 5 appearances in the semifinals. Those are all back-to-back, by the way, from 24 through 25. But she's now making her first ever appearances in the finals. She came in number 3 seed, qualled in with a 1.67 million, averaged over a max out for her best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifier. That's a PB of 13.2 million, and that was a top 5 PB when I made this graphic, and she was ranked number 5 in the Premier Poll when I made this graphic as well. Premier Poll is a ranking of Tetris players, and you can find the full rankings for both DAS and Open competition over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Meme had a run from October through March where she made the semifinals of the Masters event 5 times in a row, but could go no further, and finally has now gone further. So she got into the finals of the Classic Tetris World Championship this year, and finally now in the finals of the Masters event. She is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. Of course, this year by far her best showing. Also made it to the semifinals of the Jonas Cup last year, played in it this year. She won a bunch of regionals the last 2 years, including Kansas City DAS, Midwest, that's in Milwaukee, Minnesota, where she was one of the organizers, Genesis, that's out in California, and Motor City Mayhem in Detroit. Those are just some of the regionals where she's appeared and won. She also has been in the finals back-to-back in the one-day tournaments. Those are played on Nestors.org. That's organized by Pumpy Heart. And her opponent in those tournaments was Blue Scooty. Meme is one of the players who has crashed the game of NES Tetris. Her PB is, high on the list for players. So she really emerged as a top player the last 18 months in NES Tetris, found a way to put it all together, and now trying to solidify that with a Masters win. 304 here for Meme, 365 for Blue Scooty. Blue Scooty, seed number 5. Qualled in with a 1.59 million as a PB of 18.2 million. Is ranked number 3 in the most recent, in the Premier Poll heading into this tournament. I don't know the November one. It also ranked number 8 on the DAS list over at premierpoll.com. 438 for Blue Scooty, 404 for Meme. Blue Scooty is a 6-time Masters event winner, won for the first time in December of 23. went on a run of 10 of our tournaments in a row where he made it into the finals, including the Masters event and our Lone Star event. That went from May of 2024 through March, I believe, of 2025. He's in the finals 10 times in a row, inclusive of the Lone Star event, which he won and of which he is the reigning champion. He was the first player ever to crash the game of NES Tetris, making worldwide headlines back in that 2023 December period. And you've seen him winning that one-day tournament. You've seen him winning the team relay event along with his teammate Waldband. 544 for Meme here on 19, 602 for Blue Scooty. Won the Kansas City Regional and the Space City Regional DAS Championship. The Stillwater Showdown, of which he was the organizer at his home library in 2024. So organizing a tournament to win it is in full effect here for both of these players. Kansas City Regional in 2024. Again, our Lone Star champion in 2024 as well. Won the Desert Regional. That's in Arizona in 2024. Kansas City in 23 as well. Won back-to-back Masters events in January and February. That February was a faster Masters. 676 here for me. 714 for Blue Scooty. And Scooty is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. Best finish was top 4, which he did in 23 and 25. And he's played in Mega Masters 3 times, finishing in the top 4 twice, including this year. 767 for Meme, 774 for Blue Scooty. All right, so Meme trying to bring this down. She does. She opens up that right side. Long bar down. Tetris for both. Scooty is ahead by 68,000 points. Here's Tetris Scooty 932. Gets Tetris ready. Gets that Tetris 966. So he's basically one away, and he is one away from getting the max out here on 26. Ooh, he kind of pulled back that long bar. Maybe didn't quite. Well, it's going to sort of work out, and it does. So there you go. Gambling and winning. Scooty. He's got the max now. He's on 27. There's a Tetris Meme 972 on 27. And she is one Tetris away from the max. Scooty in a little bit of trouble here with those dark purple pieces, and now gets a long bar over. He's got a skim, he's got burns, and he can now fix this. He's got a long bar down. That was very scary. If he doesn't get that bar, he might be cooked, but he's good and can now work this down in preparation for level 29 speed increase, which it's about to do. Speed about to double. And Scooty is in at A86. That's 1,000,000 points. Meme is in at B14. So Meme with the advantage heading into 29 and the better board. Tetris Meme B52. Long bar Tetris Scooty B29. Scooty back by about 20,000 points, ahead by 4 lines, level 31 right now. Both players stacking clean. Tetris Scooty B90. Meme takes the lead back, C13. Scooty sets up. Meme set up waiting, gets it, C55. Scooty got it too. Both players Tetrising again. The next one will bring them into the Ds here. Meme is into DO1 here. Scooty with some cleaning to do. Meanwhile, meme Tetrising. Scooty still cleaning, meme waiting. This is turning into a real drought now. Of course, she got a bar while she was waiting. There's that top out meme at D56. Chase down target for Scooty. D57 would clinch it. And he's got forever and a day, and he's clean, and he's waiting, and he's ready, and he's Tetrising, and he's good. So Scooty is going to take game number 1. And a heck of a game at number 1 in this finals. All right, Scooty just going to play out the string here. Maybe try to set up for 2. No. Maybe he's going to go for level 40. Oh, not going to get that 40. Oh, maybe he will. Nope. All right, Scooty with the 1.5. Meme with the 1.3. Scooty takes it. Players, you can take a moment if you need it. I'm happy to run ads if you want to rest for a moment. Happy to rest. All right. Happy to have you rest. It's best of 5, SSJ. Best of 5. All right, Scooty, let your eyes adjust, okay? Does this tournament have prizes? Yeah, there's a prize pool down there right below where it says CTM Masters Event. That's how much is in the prize pool. It's divided up amongst the top 8 players. All right, looks like both players are ready. Meme and Blue Scooty. Scooty is up 1. You are... Meme, you just got... Wait, you're both seed checked. Oh, wait, no. Scooty got seed checked. Scooty, you are seed checked. You just got seed checked, bro.
You just got seat checked, Scooty.
Okay. All right, both players ready. Let's go. Game number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Glad I almost didn't. Did you see me, guys? I almost did not check seeds. Do you guys see that? And then I'm like, you know what? I gotta check. I got to. And I'm glad I did. I almost got owned. But the ownee has become the owner. So, yeah, Scooty's own family is in the chat rooting him on. That's kind of biased there, Oma Red Star, don't you think? Maybe you should consider reasons why you should root for the other player. Like, you know, like he's in my direct lineage is not necessarily like the best argument, you know? 72,000 for Meme, 53,000 for Blue Scooty. Vance is rooting for Meme Sweater. I think we can all agree on that. We do root for the other player when he's not playing. That's okay. I kid. Oma says, I do love me some Meme, but ... That's true. Scooty, you know, the more Scooty wins at Tetris, the less you got to buy him for Christmas, I think. You know, it's like, bro, you're making so much scratch at Tetris. Like, we also got to buy you, like, Christmas presents now? Come on now. $148 for me, $145 for Blue Scooty. Yeah, the more he wins at Tetris, the more presents he buys them. No one should make kids like buy presents for everybody. That I'm against that. Like if the kid wants to, they can, but it's not good. You think he needs a new capture card? Yeah, what do you get for the kid who has everything? A capture card. Yeah, that's the answer. 245 for me, 183 for Blue Scooty. All right, meme here trying to uncover. Steele says quality of capture card has inverse correlation with skill level. That seems to be a pretty plausible hypothesis, given what I have seen. So Scooty is open in column 4. Meme trying to get open, but kind of a frustrating run of pieces here. Normally you'd like to be, mid to high 300s, even 400,000 by the time you get to 80 lines, but Meme a bit below that right now. Tetris Meme 320. So Meme 10 lines ahead, 30,000 points behind. Tetris is here worth 22,800. Macamation says, holy, Blue Scooty is old now. Yeah, kid's 30. Can you believe that already? Man, time goes by. Wild. It's hard to imagine. 5'10", Blue Scooty, 461 for Meme. Doug On with the 100 bits. Thank you, Doug On. Appreciate that. SSJ 100 bits. Tetris commentators. I Googled most attractive Tetris commentators and it brought me here. Are you sure? You might want to check that browser, but thank you, SSJ. Also had a sub from Adam Irish about 20 minutes ago. I missed that, so thank you, Adam Irish. Appreciate it. Sorry I missed it. 583 for Blue Scooty. That might have been an AI hallucination. Cute Pup Jesus with the 5 gift subs to the channel. Thank you, Cute Pup Jesus. Appreciate that. $5.99 for Meme. $5.97 for Blue Scooty. Tetris Officier, Frantic, Z-Spock, Lucky Rabbit, and Fizzy Cola. Thank you for being around and being a recipient of those gift subs. Thank you. 683 for Meme, 630 for Scooty. And yeah, that was really nice. Q-Pup Jesus, appreciate that. And SSJ and Doug On. Hype Train, so if you want to see more Hype Train emotes, my God. Vance says, can't wait for 25 years from now when NES Tetris is just a bunch of 40-year-olds playing each other again. I know. Squirrel and Flannel gifted a sub to Sewer Husk. Thank you, Squirrel and Flannel. Appreciate that. Meme still in the lead by about 50,000. Lori gifted a membership over on YouTube, and Charity Bird received it. Thank you, Lori. Tetris Meme 807, 756 for Blue Scooty. So Hype Train over, and this is the Hype Train, official Hype Train music, by the way. So still got 335. Well, it's the finals. Let's test that Hype Train a little bit. Why not? Let's see what we can do. 818 for Blue Scooty. Tetris 849, 905 for Meme. Mari has gifted a membership over on YouTube. Thank you, Mari. And Sven Y has received it. Arbaro has gifted 5 memberships over on Twitch. We're just about to hit level 29. Crab Rangoon, William in Texas, Cosme Notas, Powerhouse, and Eric273 has received them. So thank you, Arbaro. Appreciate that. A81 for me. She's on 29. A18 for Blue Scooty. So both players with the max. Scooty still stacking here now into 28. Adam Irish has gifted 5 subs to the community on Twitch. Beta Strep, Thweeby, Alfred Jen, Killer Miller, and E and is SDA. Whoever you are, thank Eandis. So thank you, Adam Irish. B06 for Blue Scooty, B29 for Meme. No, they missed you, SD. Cute Pup Jesus has gifted 5 more. Uh-oh, Meme is in trouble. So Scooty in a chase down needs to get to B41, and it's a quick chase down because he's got the Tetris, and Scooty takes game number 2. Cute Pup Jesus, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Parabex, Board, Battle Control, TorBG, and Big Harry, and Pizza Man, thank you so much. Cute Pup Jesus. Talvit gifted 5. Piernov, Bacon, Coffee, Devin, and Rich. You have all received gift subs. We have Mr. Brain says, Vandy, I think I'm hearing someone banging into your microphone. Yeah, it's some, it's people got to do their tasks, all right? People are cleaning, man. TorBG is gifted 5 subs. Thank you, Tor. Trelaki, Micro Socializer, El Peltum, Kenny Bunkport, that's a good one, and Koitek have received them. So Blue Scooty, you are good. Meme, gonna warm up a little bit here. Yeah, there is something hitting the microphone. There's something happening on it because it's wired and it's a big heavy wire. And yeah, I feel like people call attention to it, and I know it's disruptive. And unfortunately, the best way for me to do this stream is to wear a headset. And I have an XLR mixer, and it requires a big chunky thing. And I guess I could switch back to the standard mic, but even that has noise. So listen, people are doing this from home, not a professional, just doing what I can. Crumbled Sausage has gifted 20 subs over at Twitch. Gilded Lizard with the 1,000 bits. Thank you, Gilded Lizard, 1,000 bits, and Crumbled Sausage 20 subs. Wide Tord, Lice, Laddie, Pure Play HD, Sundeco, Soma, Memo, Firedox, SNR, PD Moreland, I Have Claustrophobia, Lex Disky, Leo, I Don't Know Tetris and Stuff, Arctic, Huckax, K-Charm, Jaguar, Darkstack, Lady Vader, and Pampoo. Thank you for your contributions. Really appreciate that. I gotta get these kids some seeds here, so you guys are spamming the seeds out. Gilded Lizard again, thank you with the 1,000 bits. Really appreciate that. 1,000 bits, not bitch. I said bitch. 1,000 bits. We're up to level 9 hype train. What the heck? E6FEA8. E6FEA8. Pseudo Canard is gifted 5 subs. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Fan Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. More subs from Pseudo Canard, Sarajevo, Shalamiz, Rock Ducky, Skyloves, and Joseph H. Tobin Jr. You have been gifted subs. Thank you so much, Pseudo Canard. Yeah, there's something weird where it like settles. Like when I move my head, there's some part of it where there's like plastic touching plastic and it like settles and cracks. And I'm not exactly 100% sure what to do about it, except to maybe like lube up those parts. Zook with the 378 bits. I mean, I'll take a look at it, but I know what you're referring to. But maybe I can lube it up or something. I'll look it up. Tacnerus has gifted 5 subs to the community. They went to Yanni, Pacifist, Liz Perk, Poyo, the different Poyo, and Republican Burrs. Does Vandy say the line every time, or is it a sound clip? I don't know what you're talking about. Lighthouse has gifted a tier 1 sub. That went to Rorschach, aka Bald Shaggy. Thank you so much. Level 10 hype train. What the heck? I never know if this is pre-recorded. He said it so many times that he's able to say it the same way every time. I don't know. You'll have to figure it out. Thank you, Lighthouse. Appreciate that. Zook, if I missed anybody near, I apologize, but Yanni might not be in chat. Adam Irish with the 400 bits. Thank you very much. E6FEA8. So both players are on seat. As soon as they both signal ready, we will start. What does Hype Train do? It just makes people contribute to the channel, which is nice because we like to stream for you. How does competitive Tetris work? All right, give me an hour. Cute Pup Jesus, gift 5 subs to the community. All right, both players are ready. Blue Scooty is up 2-0. Meme looking to win to stay in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Cute Pup Jesus with those 5 subs again went to Sire Pinsky. Thank you, Cute Pup. Sire Pinsky, Magic Chase, Fefinia Brains, ILYLLICA, and Sledge. Thank you so much for gifting the subs to those folks. Level 10. How much time do we have left? Oh, I've never seen a level 10 fulfilled. Lighthouse with another one. Subscribing themselves. Lighthouse Tetris. Thank you, Lighthouse. Yeah, I've never seen a level 10 fulfilled, so it'll be interesting to see if we can see that. I'm sure everything explodes if that happens. All right, we are underway. Game number 3. Scooty is up 2-0. Meme has got to win to stay in. These players have faced each other a bunch of times. Holy moly. Crumbled Sausage just gifted 20. Triangulum SB9, Regi, Doodle, Leticus, Dondo, Belsamont, Prim, Vasilis, Herpla Derpster, Tech Wolf, Yay Enjoyer, Hepta, Dot Gamer, Arrow or Aco, Leo, Rui, the Ardanian, Exodus Movement, A35. Tacnerus gifted a tier 1 sub to Blue Scooty. Lighthouse gifted one to the King the Kid. 182 for Meme, 160 for Blue Scooty. Thank you, Tacnerus. And oh, Meme. Tacnerus also gifted one to Meme. 228 for Meme, 185 for Blue Scooty. So we got a level 10 hype train, and I guess what happens, I thought you could like max out a hype train. Apparently not. So we're on level 11. So anyway, thank you, Crumbled Sausage. Sounds like a personal problem. 230 there for Meme, 215 for Blue Scooty. You've seen level 111? Well, maybe I should say it again. Guys, I've never seen a level 12 hype train. I wonder what happens. I mean, something special is going to happen, right? 111 is the record. Was that like Kai Sanat or something? Like where does that happen? Kai got to 92. Jade Hart with the tier 1 sub, 6 months. Thank you, Jade Hart. Appreciate that. 249 for Meme, 286 for Blue Scooty. It's some AI driven channel, Neurosama. Okay, I've never seen an AI driven channel. AI VTuber? So they're not even there? And people are just, wow, man. I'm here. I show up. All right. I'm here. That's wild. Well, at least apparently they're doing something with market values. So better than I'm doing. Tacnerus gifted 3 months to Kingsman. Thank you, Tacnerus. We got to 100%. Meme is in a little bit of trouble here. Needs to open this up. This is pretty high. Abby Normal, tier 1 sub, 59 months. Thank you, Abby Normal. That's crazy. Thank you very much. Crazy in a good way. And there we go. Long bar in for Meme, 293. Scooty in trouble now. He's digging up top, stashing pieces to the right. He's bringing it down. Thank you, everybody, so much for your generosity over here on Twitch with the gift subs. And, of course, we had some over on YouTube as well. Really appreciate that, as well as the bits. Very kind of you. It's crazy that there's still so many people in the chat who are not subbed after all those gift subs. There's like, oh, I would think everyone would have a sub badge, but they don't, which is crazy. Like, how did they miss you? $433 for Meme, $382 for Scooty. So Meme's got the lead. G-Mart says, I dodge good. Kate Taco with the Prime sub. Thank you. Yeah, if you're sitting there with a Prime subscription, Amazon Prime, you also get a free Twitch Prime sub. Edward P.O., 36 months at tier 1. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Edward P.O. 430. Transition into 19 for Scooty. 504 for Meme. So a little bit muted transitions for both these players. Oh, so that AI-driven channel, the dev is actually there in the chat. All right, well, that makes me feel a little better. Tetris Meme, 578. There's one. Scooty, 533. Do they play the same seed? Yes, they do. Tetris for Meme, 656. 560 for Scooty. One line apart. It's a 100,000 point lead for Meme. So a real lead. Man, I wonder what happens when you get to Hype Train 13. That's got to be, I mean, that's like such a cursed number, right? It's got to do something there for you, right? That's got to be nuts. I kid, of course. I kid. 648 for Blue Scooty, 719 for Meme. Sewer says, so glad I caught this stream tonight. Yeah, me too. I'm very glad I caught this. 300 bits from Talvit. Thank you, Talvit. Really appreciate that. Vicious Rhubarb says, we are getting to Hype Train 6-7 tonight. Oh my goodness. I don't know that we'll get that high, but... $7.18 for Blue Scooty, $7.57 for Meme. What's 6-7? I don't know. I don't think we're getting there. All right, Scooty gets the tee down for the T-spin left side. So we got some work to do to uncover here. Tetris for Meme, 826. She still got the lead by about like 75, 70,000, something like that. Uncle Ungie gave out a gift sub. Thank you, Uncle Ungie. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ungie or Ungie? I never asked. Any idea when Scooty and Alex T will play in Mega Daster, says Def Gamer on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's going to be on Tuesday, I think. I'm not 100% sure, though. 845 for Meme, 835 for Blue Scooty, so this is tightened a bit. 18 seconds left. Bye, Hype Train. No, bye. Thank you, everybody. That was really great. Really helped out a lot. You guys have no idea. Tetris Meme, 901. 883 for Scooty, so Meme back in the lead by a small amount. All right, Hype Train, level 12, 106 gift subs and 2,500 bits, which is insane. So thank you, everybody. That was crazy. All right, we're into 29, 976 for Meme, and this is really do or die time because this is a must-win for Meme. She wants to continue on in this match. She's got the lead, so she's in position. Scooty here trying to fix out that double dependent left side. And he's set up for a Tetris column 3, 2 up. And it's just going to be a triple now. He's bringing this down. A 77 for Meme. That's 1,000,000 points plus 100,000 point lead for Meme right now on 32. Scooty kind of gutting out this game right now. Tetris for Scooty, A37. Meme now digging. It's a low dig. But she's got to get clean here so she can start Tetrising again. This is Scooty really starting to close the gap here. And Scooty now is just within a few thousand points, like 4,000 points away. Tetris for Scooty. He's in the lead. Meme going to take it back. Tetris for Scooty, C20, B86. These folks have met each other multiple times in various online and live events. Scooty's won some, Meme's won some. Meme looking to do it here where it big counts. Tetris for Meme, C95. So she's back by about a Tetris. Scooty with a Tetris. He's into 38. We're under 10 lines to go now. Scooty ahead by a Tetris, and Scooty's kind of selling here. Gets a long bar, and I don't know how much more he's going to be able to score. E20. Meme has got to find a way to get a Tetris out of this. Otherwise, it's going to be Scooty. I don't know what she's going to do, and that's going to be a top out for Meme at D65, and Scooty has hung on, and he has won his 7th Masters event. Blue Scooty, you are the winner. So just sit right there for a second because I forgot to set up the winner's scene. Blue Scooty, because I was so enthralled with the action and the hype train that I forgot to set this up. But you are the winner. Blue Scooty is the winner of the Masters event. He has won number 7. Meme, you did amazing. Congratulations to you, Meme, on your best ever appearance, your first finals appearance in the Masters event, kind of breaking on through finally. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you appreciate it. Blue Scooty was on a little bit of a kind of a Masters drought. He won the Faster Masters in February and had just come up short for like 5-6 months in a row. Finally has taken one down, and finally, this is like third one on the year, so finally. But you expect to win. Top player, you expect to win a few, every few months. But Blue Scooty is the winner. I'm made very uncomfortable by watching Blue Scooty's name in capital letters, so I'm going to put it back in normal letters, and this looks normal to me. Big chunk in capital letters is whatever. Well, wow. Scooty, you are the winner. Congratulations to you. First one since the haircut. So maybe it's the haircut. maybe this is what it is, First, your haircut wins. Also, Scooty with a bit of a grip change right now, like leg anchoring or something, as opposed to wherever he was anchoring before, like foot anchor. So it seems to work. Seems like it's working. So congratulations to you. Scooty, do you want me to raid you? Do you want to talk to the people? I can raid you. Do you want to do that? I've talked to you a lot, anchoring on the leg. Scooty, how about I raid you? You want to do that? You can talk to the people, answer questions. Raid Sharky. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and do that. Scooty, let's go ahead and thank everybody who supported us. I can't do interview today, unfortunately. So he's got a match to play. But big shout to Blue Scooty, and again, congratulations again to Meme. Let's go ahead and report this. We'll show you the final bracket. It was 3-0 sweep. Did not feel like a sweep, that's for sure. And really happy for both of these players. Scooty breaking a drought, Meme getting in. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have time to do interview right now. But I raid Meme. If Meme wants to stream, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have the time at the moment. So, but I will go ahead and show you all the bracket. Overall bracket is here. And so you can take a look at that. And then you want to take a look at top 16. There it is. Doo-doo-doo. And then you want to take a look at the best of 8. And there it is. Doodly-doo. Yeah, the microphone noise went away because I'm just being cautious and not moving around. So, all right. Well, there it is. There's your top 8. These is everybody who's getting paid in the tournament. So congratulations to y'all. Meme, this can be your highest payout, I'm sure, in a monthly Masters event. So congratulations to you. SV did great. Dog Force did great. Eyeball, Tetris Time, Akatu, Tristop also getting into that top 8. Congratulations to you. You never made it past the first scene. Yeah, you're getting paid. Tetris Time. Congratulations to you. All right, we're gonna thank everybody who supported us this stream. And there's a lot of names to read off here. I wish it would go slower, but I'm gonna try to read them all off. New followers: Riser, Zrobot, Hallow, B Sizzler, Spaceberry, Jojo, Giblet, Keck, and Springfelt. YouTube followers: Ben Me Grunt, Twitch sub, Pseudo Canard, Data Spree, Great Sir, Java T, KMS, Real Bland, Dim, RXS, Tetris Jazz, Q Pub Jesus, Classic Vons, Adam, Fizzy, Tetris Official, Frantic, Little Lucky Robot, Z Spock, Sewer, Eric, Crab Rangoon, William, Cosme, Power, Beta, Candid, Thweeb, Killer, Alfred, Big, Parabex, Purenov, Rich, Board, Purple, Tor, Bacon, Pizza, Devin, El Pelton, Trella, Koitek, Micro, Kenny, Y2, Sundeco, I don't know, Pure, Firedox, I Have, Lice, Huckax, Schmur, Leo, Lex Diskia, Arctic, Petey, K-Charm, Dark, Pampu, Lady, Jag, Sky, Joseph, Shuli, Sorry, John, Bald Shaggy, Magic, Zarfinsky, Fafita, Sledge, Lighthouse, Don, Vasily, Belsman, SV, Dog Gamer, Hefter, Rio, Doodle, Exo, The Ardanian, Arrow, Tech Wolf, iHat, A35, Herp, Prim, Riggy, Leo, Tringle, Meme, Blue Scooty, King to Kid, Jade, Kingsman, Boom, Abby Normal, Kate Taco, Edward Pio, Tech, Wingfryer, Charity Bird, Sven, Gilded Lizard, Adam P, Zook, Talvit, Jade, Doug, SSJ, Kip Duran, Mr. Brain, Hana, Anyway, and thanks everybody who contributed those. We had Wing Fryer, thanks for the tier 1 sub. 6 months, appreciate that. Uncle Unky gifted a sub. Edward P.O. Mari gifted a sub. Tacknerus gifted subs. Lighthouse gifted subs. Crumbled Sausage. Cute Pup Jesus gifted subs. Jade Heart Tor gifted sub. Talbot gifted. Cute Pup gifted. Adam Irish. Arbaro, Squirrel, and Flannel. Cute Pup again. Thank you all for gifting all these subs. Thank you, really, really. You tuned in a little late. Could I repeat that? Yeah, anyway. Pacifist, Pollo, Lispar. I could try to make it slower, maybe, but I don't know. It's a lot. But thank you all very much. Appreciate that. Prize pool got to a very respectable 2075. Happy to pay our top 8. Thank you, Hilbert, Arbaro, Damian Greatsword, Nate Swanson coming in big, Pseudo Canard, Abby Normal, Strog, Hagen, Jade Hart, Ping Minus, Summer B, Blank, DeCorporal, Laura, Josh, Colin, Pseudo Canard, Ravioli with the 1 cent, Summer B, Sailor, Nerd the Box, Hilbert, Nate, Chris Winter, Colin, Tom J, Sailor Ginseng, VSA, Madelsberger, or borrow again. Scott Gray with the 1,000. Thank you, Scott Gray. Really appreciate that. Thanks everybody, and everybody who did the other things. Thank you. Appreciate that. What else? Also, thank you to patrons. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, Kane Taki, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kacker, John TJ, Sonny, everybody else in the slide. Thank you, patreon.com/multi-chatters. Okay, that's going to do it for me. The next thing on the docket is nothing. Nothing has been scheduled officially, so I don't know. Up chess, you're wrong. It's called the beam in the manual, so thank you. All right, who am I supposed to raid? Sharky? Is that what you're all telling me? Raid Sharky? Like ITZ Sharky 1? Oh, is that who I'm supposed to raid? Is he farming? ITZ Sharky raid farmer? Meme is live? All right, okay, we're going to raid Meme. We're going to raid Meme. You're right. Raid Meme of all time. Meme. Answer questions from the people. Congratulations to you again. Everybody, please congratulate Meme on her breakthrough into the finals. So, awesome. That's good. I'm happy she's streaming so she can do that. Yeah, I can't interview today. I got too much to do. So, I'm just running short on time and voice, actually. So, again, thank you, everybody, for your generosity. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we still have more DAS Master to do this month. We're going to kick off No Cap November the next several hours. So thanks again hanging out. All right. Take care, Twitch. Bye-bye. And YouTube. Bye-bye.